everyone, it's Lauren. Oh, was I too loud? Probably. Hi guys, so today I wanted to film a drum major audition tips video because I know personally in my high school next week they are auditioning for being drum major for marching band, and I thought I'd make a video. To help out you guys that wanted to audition because it's a really cool thing and I want to do it. I'm sorry if I look gross. I honestly just came from work and then I went straight and cleaned out my car for an hour. It was disgusting. You can ask all my friends, it was really gross, but now it's not. So if I look sweaty and there's no makeup, that's why. Let's continue. Basically, if you don't know what being a drum major is, it's if you were in marching band and it is the person who's up there and that wave the arms. You know, that person. Have you been to a football game? Probably. Been to see a drum corps? Probably not. So the drum major is the person that conducts the band. So if you're auditioning for a drum major, these are some things you need to think about. Before you even audition, you need to think about, have I been a leader before? And that's not saying that you have to have been a leader previously to be a drum major at all, but you need to think about the drum major is the head leader in the band, both on the field and off the field. So you need to make sure that you're going to be able to lead either whatever your school has, 50 people or 250. You need to know if you're going to be ready for that and if you're going to be prepared for that, and hopefully your director will help you see that. The next thing you need to worry about is your relationships with other people. If you're well respected, you are going to make a great drum major because people will listen to you and it'll go well. But if you've been pretty rude to people and you don't think that anyone's going to listen to you, you might want to consider about being a drum major or not. And again, I'm saying that doesn't mean you wouldn't make a good one, but you need to make sure that your relationship with most of the students, obviously not everyone's going to like you, but your relationships with most of the students are good, so that way whenever you give a command, people are going to listen. Now let's jump into like the actual audition process. At least in my school, there's a bunch of things we have to do. I should have got my score sheet from a year or two ago, but I don't know where it is. Let's just keep going. The one thing that you're going to have to do is commands. And when you do commands, the very important thing to remember is that you make them sharp, loud, and concise. So if you're saying, "Bet, ted, hut," it needs to be very short and very separated, because if you're calling over a football field and you're like, "Band, fan, hut," like everyone's like, what did she say? I can't even tell. So you need to be very concise about what you're saying and make sure you're super loud. And I know it can be awkward auditioning in this part because it's usually a couple people sitting in a room with you at a table like 2 feet away from you and you're like screaming at them, but I promise you the more confident you are, the better it's gonna be. Salutes. Now, your salute does not have to be complicated for auditions. One of my judges actually told me, it's like, I hate long salutes. It's my pet peeve. It gets on my nerves. When we go to competition, people are saluting for 2 minutes. No one even cares that much, and I've had other people tell me I like a complicated salute. So honestly, I would just do something really simple in the middle of that. Literally one year, I just put my hands on a low V, brought it up to here, did this, and it was over, got a 5. So it just depends on what your style is. If you'd like to see a video on salutes, I can do that also. But just keep it short and sweet and very sharp. Marching. Obviously, if you're going to be a drum major, you're going to have to show other people how to march. And that's usually what you do at band camp and at the beginning of practices, at least at my school. So you will be judged on your marching. So what you need to do before auditions, I know it's probably been a while since you've actually marched because football season ended in what, November? So you need to go over whatever your marching technique is. If it's what my school does, like the rolling of the feet, or if it's you high knee march or whatever, I don't know what that's called. Just really go over those things. Obviously, they're not expecting you to be perfect. That's the main thing to realize when you're going into these auditions. They're not looking for perfect, they're looking for potential. They know, they want to see if you can grow, and they don't care if your audition's not 100% perfect. They just want to see if you can grow. So, gluten. So just brush up on your marching skills before you come in. The next thing you need to be able to do is that you need to be able to be ready for an interview. Some schools may not do this. My school personally does. And what's going to happen after you audition with like your marching and your commands, then they're going to want to interview you. In the interview, they're going to ask you various things, whether it's what leadership positions have you held before, what traits do you think make you a good leader, and then some sample questions like, what if you're on the podium and you tell somebody something to do and they refuse to do it? What do you do? So just be prepared for questions like that. If you're confused, ask your band director. Oh, another thing I forgot about. What you'll probably do at auditions is you'll have a sample piece to conduct. And at least at my school, we had like a lyrical piece and a more like fast, you know, loud piece. So what you need to do is you need to be able to work on your styles, which is very important. Obviously, if you're doing legato, my hand, you can't even see me. If you're doing legato, you need to be very fluid, but if you're doing staccato, it needs to be very sharp, and you can't see my hands, and I'm really sorry. Yeah. If you want me to do a video on like conducting styles, I can do that. And also, if you're practicing and looking at videos on how to conduct, just to prepare yourself, they will teach you at auditions, but what you need to do, you need to find out beforehand how your school conducts. And what I mean by that is if you are a focal playing school or a focal point school, or if you do something completely different, because the conducting styles are they're not very different, but there is a difference. So you need to figure out which one it is so you're not practicing the wrong style. And also you need to go over like your time signatures and things like that, like how to conduct a 4/4 pattern, a 3/4 pattern, 2/4, 6/8, just different things like that. But I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions or requests about any more drum major videos or anything like that, please leave a comment down below. Why did I pause? You can also see in the down bar links to my Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Vine, Pinterest, and my website. Hope you guys are having a very great day. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!